Hey, how's it going, friends? Today I'm going to be testing out an app called DoubleTake by FiLMiC. And what this app does is it records two cameras at once on your phone. For my phone, it's only got two cameras, a selfie camera and a normal camera, because it's the iPhone SE 2020. But it's limited currently to 1080p, which is fine because you got two streams of audio and two streams of video coming in. You really don't want to bog down your system. And I noticed that it works really, really well recording at 1080p. And honestly, that's fine for YouTube and most other things. I figured this would be great vertical for Instagram stories because obviously you have two cameras, and Instagram's good for showing where you're at, and you don't ever have to flip the camera back around and talk to it. You can just talk, and you got two screens. And you're probably familiar, if you're into filming, especially with your phone, FiLMiC Pro. So what I'm using is my 2020 iPhone SE. I'm using the selfie camera and the front camera to do this video. So you're seeing two cameras, one facing me, one facing away. And I think that's pretty cool because I'm only using one hand. So to hold the phone a little bit more steady and stable, I'm using a switch pod with a phone clamp. And I probably won't be using it sitting down, but this is the start of the video, so maybe I will. Maybe I'll come up with an idea for that. I just don't see why. We'll see. We'll see. This is probably not going to sound too good because of the wind and the fact I'm using the onboard cameras, but you get the idea. Just trying out a few ideas of how I can continue to talk with one camera and show my surroundings with the other. And that's really cool because I'm only holding one thing and steering with the other hand. So you get the idea, right? Of course, if you're on a trail, this being a phone, you would have to stabilize it and probably be better off and more safe if I was handlebar mounted with this phone. But this is a starting point. I just think for those of you who are just getting into vlogging, or those of you who want to look for like a lightweight alternative to what you usually use, I think it's a great option because you got two cameras in one and you're walking and talking. You don't have to worry about switching back and forth. None of that. That's, to me, that's the coolest part. None of this switching back and forth between the camera pointed at me and pointed away. And I just think you can talk about what you're seeing, and at the same time, your other camera is seeing what you're talking about. You see what I'm saying? You got your little picture-in-picture. And on that subject, you can record two separate streams, or you can have it do picture-in-picture. Because I want to be able to select the audio, that's the only reason I'm doing two discrete channels. I want to be able to select the audio facing me, because I am doing onboard iPhone audio, which so far hasn't really been that bad, but it's a windy day and I just want to make sure I have the microphones that are closer to me and not pointed that way. I don't want it to sound horrible. I'm going to try to squeeze the best amount of quality I can out of this. And like I said, this is a really convenient and efficient way to do a vlog. I wouldn't necessarily do like professional work with it, but for vlogging and just run-of-the-mill walk and talk stuff like this, I think it's perfect. Anything more than that is kind of overkill anyway, and I doubt you're gonna be carrying two actual cameras to do something like this, or have a second person holding a camera. Either way, it's just, to me, this one little simple thing is a very powerful tool. So the only thing is, if you're which I just noticed, I'm pointing at the shed, which isn't very fun to look at. You kind of what you kind of have to do is look at the screen that's pointed that way. So if you look at yourself, you don't have to worry about focus. I'm just used to doing that. But I just caught myself stopping and pointing at the shed, which is something very boring. So you're gonna take a little bit of practice doing it. But if you focus on what's pointed that way, or if you actually just don't look at your phone at all and you look out here, you can just point your phone where you want it and talk away. So what do you think about being able to use both cameras on your phone?
I think it's great.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
How about a ball? You want the ball? You want the ball? You want the ball? Timber, look. Almost. So as you can see, there's plenty of cool new things you can do that you couldn't do before, at least with one device. And it's very, very pain-free, I would say. Stop eating rocks. Stop eating rocks. So thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe and tell your friends. And remember, create, share, repeat, and keep it awesome. I'll see you next time.